Unlock the Stoic Mind. 5 Secrets to Unshakable Motivation. Among the vibrant tapestry of philosophical doctrines that have shaped human civilization, Stoicism stands out like the steadfast lighthouse, guiding the mariner in the tumultuous ocean of human emotions. It doesn't just illuminate a way of life but also reveals secrets to unwavering motivation. To journey into Stoicism is akin to diving into an ocean, and while one might be tempted to skim the surface, the treasures lie deep below, waiting to be unearthed. Samba 1. The immutable law of nature, acceptance over resistance. Just as the goldsmith hammers out his creations on the anvil, so does nature shape its beings through challenges. Consider the mighty oak tree. Its growth is not a mere upward surge, but a dance between the elements, the soil's embrace, and the sky's nourishment. Its strength lies not in resisting the forces that surround it, but in accepting them, absorbing them, and growing with them. Similarly, Stoicism teaches us to embrace the natural order of things, not to resist them. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity, but active engagement with reality. It's recognizing that some things are within our control and others aren't. By focusing our energy on what we can influence and accepting what we cannot, we harness an inexhaustible source of motivation. Our efforts become a harmonious alignment with nature, rather than a futile struggle against it. 2. Internal fortress, guarding the mind against external turmoil. A fortress does not fall unless betrayed from within. Your mind, too, is your citadel. Guard it well. Picture, if you will, the ancient city-states with their towering walls and sturdy gates. No matter the chaos outside, within those walls, the inhabitants could maintain order. In the Stoics' view, the human mind is such a fortress. External events, be they pleasant or adverse, are like marauding bands or seductive merchants outside the city walls. They can influence us only if we allow them entry. To keep our motivation unshakable, we must discern which external influences we allow into our minds. Stoicism implores us to be selective, to invite only those that strengthen our resolve and keep out those that weaken it. The mind, when guarded with Stoic principles, becomes impervious to despair, remaining motivated and purposeful amidst life's tumult. 3. The meditative reflection, dialogue with the self. As the river reflects the sky, let your mind reflect upon itself, and in that reflection, find clarity. In the cacophony of today's world, silence is a rare commodity, yet it's in the silent dialogue with oneself that profound insights arise. Stoicism places immense value on self-reflection, like a sculptor chiseling a masterpiece. This internal dialogue helps carve out a resilient and motivated mind. When we reflect, we not only understand our actions and reactions, but also discern the underlying motivations. This understanding is a powerful motivator in itself, for in knowing why we act, we can align our actions with our core principles, ensuring that our motivation remains undeterred by fleeting distractions. 4. Virtuous living, the fuel of purpose. Just as the sun's rays nurture the land, virtue nurtures the soul, giving purpose to action and meaning to existence. At the heart of Stoicism lies the pursuit of virtue. Virtue isn't just about moral righteousness, but also about aligning with one's true nature and purpose. Imagine a river, its waters rushing with purpose, carving valleys and nurturing lands. Such is the power of a life aligned with virtue. It becomes a force of nature, motivated not by external rewards but by the sheer joy of being in sync with one's true self. When our actions stem from virtue, motivation is not a resource we deplete, but a wellspring we tap into. Each virtuous act reinforces our motivation, creating a feedback loop of positivity and purpose. 5. Perspective, the telescope to the vastness of time and space. To a grain of sand, the beach might seem infinite. To the universe, even our largest ambitions are but grains of sand. Find humility and motivation in this vastness. Stoicism teaches us to regularly zoom out and view our lives from a cosmic perspective. This isn't to belittle our aspirations, but to understand their transient nature in the grand scheme of things. Such a perspective is both humbling and liberating. When we realize that our time is limited, and in the vast expanse of the cosmos, our troubles are minuscule, it brings a sense of urgency and clarity. Our motivation then is not derived from petty rivalries or fleeting desires, but from the profound realization of the finiteness of our existence and the infinite possibilities it holds. In conclusion, Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. By understanding and imbibing its principles, we can unlock a reservoir of motivation that remains unshakable, come what may. As we navigate the choppy waters of life, with Stoicism as our compass, we find that our journey becomes not just bearable, but profoundly meaningful and intrinsically rewarding. The keys to this treasure are now in your hands. How you use them is up to you. But remember, as the Stoics believed, it's not external events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. In your hands lies the power to shape this interpretation, and with it, your destiny.